we are going for a ride in this video, guys. And like always, in every single video that I do, for those of you that never visited my channel yet, maybe you guys wouldn't know this yet, but I go very deep into topics on this channel, and I'm going to do exactly that in this topic. I'm going to make you guys understand everything what's going on here, why these people do what they do, and like I said, I'm going to break it down to a T. So let's get into it. So basically, guys, if you guys are being gaslighted by a narcissist, which if you are involved with one, period, it is going to happen. It's exactly what they do. It's their bread and butter. And it's just funny to me because all this stuff is so exposed to this day. I even see like the type of people that's getting into this type of knowledge today, and it's becoming a household thing. It's becoming very, very, very common. There's even younger people that are starting to know what this stuff is, thank God. And I think it's a blessing. I think narcissism and understanding it over the last year, it's been outstanding how much information has been out there and how much awareness like it has brought. All in all, I see this information myself everywhere. It's not only on YouTube, but on apps like TikTok. Like you see like young famous people talking about this stuff on their platforms, and that's honestly amazing because it's going to spread so much more awareness, and sooner or later everybody's going to know what this stuff is. And all the games that the narcissist plays, it's going to come to an end. Like, they are fully exposed. I feel at this point their personalities are complete trash, and they're complete trash people. They're low lives, and I find it hilarious because I even had a few narcs that was following me on social media that I used to know, and they blocked me because they just could not handle to hear or see the truth about all this stuff. And they knew it was about them. They knew it wasn't necessarily about them in specific, but like they knew certain things like was them. Like something I might have explained or said, they knew damn well that it was meant for them. But anyways, signs you are being gaslit, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna like name off 1, 2, 3, 4 signs. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up how this is. So you could start to hang out with somebody new, right? And I'm just going to I'm going to do this play by play because you're not going to be completely disrespected like right away. That's not how this works. They make you your friend. They make you get close to them. They're as nice as they possibly can be to you. You even have a certain level of respect for this person because of what you've seen so far. And once you see that they're a good person, well, you think they are, right? Now you start to hang out with them more. And the more you hang out with them, the more comfortable they get around you. And this is when they start to test you. They're going to start to test your boundaries. If they see any holes of weakness in you, and I don't even mean, like, it's not even really a weakness. It's like, if they see vulnerability, and vulnerability is not a weakness, it's actually a strength, but they see it as a weakness. And that is the difference. So, once you get vulnerable around these people, and I know for a fact, this is how it happens, because it happened to me in many, many, many different situations with friends and relationships. Male narc friends and female relationships, both. And I feel it all has to do with how they were brought up, either really bad and abusive homes, or too good. Because the people that were brought up too good, they can be just as worst, if not worse. And I'm not sure how many of those I dealt with. I know for a fact I've dealt with people that grew up like in abusive homes, and they look perfectly normal. That's why it's so crazy to me. They need somebody like you. They need somebody like you, because you were exactly what they were missing their entire life, either in their father or their mother or something like this. And I feel I was a target because of this. I had a lot of empathy. I had a lot of care. I actually cared so much about the people in my life, and they knew that. And they took advantage of me because of it and used it against me. And there's nothing else they can do, because they know they can't be the right person for you, which is why they do the things they do, right? Like, they know they can't be on your level. They can't be as nice as you, as caring as you, and they can't maintain that image. They can maintain it right when you meet them. They can act real nice enough to get you. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Something just stung my lip. I don't even know what happened. I don't even think anything touched me. It just, I don't know, that was weird. My lip just like twitched. But I forget what I was just gonna say too, but they see that opening. You know, I'll get to this part, that they see that opening with you and where they can get you. And they fake this certain image until they know they have you. And I've had people, and I've had females that I've dated admit to me that they're good. They're good at hiding it. They're good at hiding who they are. They're good at hiding the burdens in their own life. Like, they're good at it. And it's true. They are good at it. Because they feel they need to act really normal. They need to act like they're just like everybody else in order to get you in their life in the first place. And when they do, they know they can't continue to be that person. So they feel that you're going to leave them. They get all these feelings like you're going to leave them, like they're not good enough for you. And they will start to torture you. They will start the abuse cycles. Their mind is going crazy at this point. They're almost like a psychopath. Like, they really are. The things that they do, because of their deep-rooted insecurities, their deep traumas that is not healed, they will get you close to them. And then they will gaslight you. They will do things like this. They will make you question your own sanity. They'll start arguments, and this is where the gaslighting begins. They will start these arguments and say certain things to get you to overreact, and then they'll calm right down. They'll be like, why are you overreacting at me? Like, why are you yelling at me? And then you're just like, what? Like, you can't believe what was just said. Because they started the argument first. They were being ridiculous right from the get-go, because they're gaslighting you. They make you feel those emotions of what they were just putting on you, and then they switch back to the calm person that you just were before they made you overreact. And now that you're overreacting, now they're calling you out for overreacting, and now you're being driven crazy. And if you don't know what is happening to you, this stuff will affect you. You will actually think you're going crazy, and that they're a normal person. And then it's little things like this, guys, that they just slowly start to take control over you and your emotions. They can get you to react, respond. They can get you to do what they want you to do. And some of them are so powerful. And I really truly believe I've dealt with some of the most powerful ones in the past. Because when we talk about a person who was naturally smart, very, very good looking, very, very charming, very, very sweet, has a sweet side, right? She has all these things lining up to somebody that you can see the good in, and you don't want to let them go, but they have these major problems, which is very, very toxic stuff. So it's like enough to keep you around. If it was just somebody, like, you could easily let them go, but it's not that easy whenever it's somebody like that. And you do see the good of them. You do see what you could be with this person because you do have good times with this person that may be a narcissist. I kid you guys not, these are the hardest people to leave, and you will be punished the worst with these types of people. Whether it's a female like this and you're a guy, or whether you're a female and it's a guy like this, you know what I mean? Vice versa. It could be the guy getting the girl or the girl getting the guy. It could be a very toxic male narcissist as well. And like I said, I know male narcs out there, and they are like that. They can't help it. They were brought up a certain way, and they are just like that. They are toxic, and you cannot trust them. They are slanderers themselves. They like to talk bad about a lot of people. They like to do a lot of things like that, and they are not your friend. And you might think they're your friend, just like you thought this girl you were in a relationship with or a connection with was your girlfriend, but it was not the entire time. It really wasn't, like, because they don't exist as that person that they're showing you, and that's why none of what you had with these people even existed. It was just a fantasy, because somewhere along the line they slipped up. They don't even really got themselves. They're low lives. They have no, I can't even explain it. They have no, like, outlook on their own future. They have no real meaningful goals. They have no real picture of how they want their life to be. That they're just sort of existing. They're just sort of there. They're just sort of taking advantage of everybody else, trying to manipulate people into giving them the best time possible while they're still here, because that is what they do. And gaslighting is one of the forms that they will get you with. This is something that's going to suck you in. And I've even had friends that I was with, it was me driving, him in the passenger seat, and this was like over COVID period, where gas went down to like 60 some cents per liter, which was incredibly cheap. And a couple of us, we would just like pitch in $5 or $10 each, and it would fill the damn car. Like, and we'd go for long drives because there was like nothing else to do. And it's a perfect time for narcs to get around you once again. Whenever everything else is closed, there's nothing else to do, you start to get around friends again or something like this. You go for drives, and in the time where when you're going for drives, they gaslight you. And this actually happened to me over COVID in 2020. And that was one of the last times I ever seen this person and will ever see this person. So basically, he said he wanted to go a certain direction. Clear as day, said it. And I kept going that direction. And as soon as I passed his road, because we agreed and he said first to go this way, right? Since we didn't take the left to go to the road towards where his house was at the time, his grandparents' house, because that's where he was living at the time. I think he might even still be, I don't know. But he gaslit me right at that moment, because he's like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Take me home. But he clearly said that we were going to go straight. And it just like, I was so like shocked and even like a little bit mad right in that very moment, because I know what he did. I knew exactly what he did. And I basically told him, like, look, you literally told me to go straight. Like, I thought we were going this way to go to this place. What are you talking about? And started saying things like, I didn't say that, this, that, and this. And I just like, I put on the straightest face, and I just turned the car around, went back home, and I dropped like towards home, and I dropped him off, and he was just being ignorant the entire time. He's lucky I didn't stop the vehicle right on the middle of the road and drag his ass out of that car. And if he were to fight back, literally throw him around like a rag doll. Maybe hit him a few times if he wants to swing or anything like that, maybe. And get back in my vehicle and drive off. Because if he would have pushed my buttons any more than he did. And this is the funny part. The closer we got to his grandparents' house, the more disrespectful this little coward started to get. And I knew what he was doing. I knew exactly what he was doing. And I did not let it affect me. I just dropped the damn guy off. And I knew that was the last time I was ever going to see him again, and it was. I actually seen him, I think, one more time after that, like quite a long time ago after that happened. But I just seen him somewhere random, and I didn't even like talk to him or anything. But that's what happened, and that's what narcs are like. They will do you so wrong, so dirty, for being a good person, for doing the right things. And it's completely, it just goes to show how disturbed they actually are as human beings on the inside. Like, for you to do that to a genuine person, like, I could never, I couldn't even imagine myself doing something even remotely close to what has happened between me and this guy on that ride. It was completely, like, shocking, like, very, very shocking of how sick and twisted and arrogant that actually was, all in all. And it was gaslighting, because he was trying to make me question my own self and my own thoughts, when we clearly mapped it out. I was completely sober, completely clear-headed, and we completely agreed to go one way. And when I do, he must have changed his mind in his own damn mind, and then said something like that, and then the rest happened, right? So, and the last thing I'm going to say in this video, to watch it, like, when it comes to recognizing gaslighting, if you feel you are with a person and they're trying to take completely control, and I mean they're trying to take complete control of the narrative, they're trying to take complete control not only of the narrative and what you guys are doing and where you're going, but your own thoughts as well. They're trying to make you feel worse. If you're with somebody and they're making you feel worse about yourself, you are with a covert narcissist. And I say covert because you don't know they're a narcissist in the beginning. There are some narcissists which are overt, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. They will expose themselves right away. They're not going to hide the fact that they are that way. Where coverts will hide it, they will pretend that they're something that they're not. And once you get close to them and it's only you and them or something like this, they will expose their true colors. And not everybody else is going to believe you because they're showing this certain persona to everybody else, but you see their true colors. That's why you can't even really speak out about much, because depending on who it is, some people might not believe you. So it is what it is. But you just have to watch out for these things, guys. Pay attention if you're hanging out with a friend, or even a new relationship partner or anything like that. You really have to be aware of how they make you feel. And even if I look back at old relationships I was in, they try to make me feel bad. They try to make me be insecure about something. They would call something out, like, on me, to purposely try to make me feel worse than I already felt, which I never felt bad, but they just try to make me feel worse than I was. That was their goal. Like, that was literally the person's goal, to make me feel bad one way or another doing something. That's what narcs do. Good people, empaths, they will never do something like that to you or anybody. It's completely uncalled for. But narcs have no problem doing it because you make them feel bad just being around, because you're a real person and they're not. They automatically feel inferior they feel offended that you are who you are and they are who they are. They know you're better than them. So that's why they try to take you down. And you're not even doing anything personal to them. You're still being a good person, but it's enough to make them want to bring you down. And once they do, they will try to like be above you, and this like, they need that superiority. They need to feel above you. They need to put you below them, which makes you feel bad. And it's their own damn parents that could have done this to them, which is a sad thing, but it's true. It's true. So, and like something else, like you could see certain good things about this person, and you might know their background history, and you feel bad for them because of certain things, like maybe with their parents, what they did to them and stuff like this. But if I'm being real, guys, what you want to really do is just avoid these people. You don't want to be friends with them. You don't want close connections, close bonds with these people. You want to get the heck out of there, because it's going to be nothing but trouble for you. And you don't want to turn into a narc yourself. You don't want to be hanging around that energy all the time and start to be bad yourself. Because they will upset you. They will make you mad. They will make you feel that anger inside. And I felt that whenever I was around these individuals, and you get away and you don't feel like that anymore. But if you're around that energy all the time, it could be contagious. And it could leech onto you like venom. To the point where it's very hard to get that stuff off. Like when Spider-Man turned into Venom, that stuff ain't coming off easy. You're going to have to go to that church. You're going to have to turn to Christ. You're going to have to go through something very uncomfortable to get that venom off. And I feel like that's where these narcs are. They can't just turn into that good person that they show you sometimes. They can't do it. They cannot do it. They have to really put that first. They have to put God first. They have to put getting better first, and they just don't understand it enough. They just can't do it. So get rid of them, continue on with your life, and you'll not be gaslit anymore. You will not be angry like that anymore. It's a terrible feeling. It makes you mad. It makes you want to get them. I want to beat this guy up, and I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, like, there was just that small part in me that wanted to beat this guy up. Like, it's annoying me that much. You're making me this mad. I did nothing but good things for you, because I took you out of your grandparents' house and took you for a long drive. Like, I gave you stuff, like, and to do this to me, like, it just triggers you, you know what I mean? But I was a bigger man. I thought long term. I thought, okay, I'm going to take this guy home. I'm going to drop him off, and that's going to be it. No explanation, no nothing. And that's exactly what I did. And I carried on. And it's what everybody else has to do as well. So eliminate those cockroaches and carry on with your life. And that is it for this video. I'm going to get to the next video after this one. So I'll be back.